one of the tablets is incomplete. You wouldn't know where the missing piece is, would you?
I think you've got everything you need. If that piece wasn't with the others, then there must be a good reason.
If it's the tablet with the hole that has the same drawing as the full-sized fresco, I'm not going to be able to do much.
You should glue them back together. You never know. There must be some resin somewhere around here. You just have to melt it.
Now that the stag has appeared to me, all that's left is for me to get started and execute my first painting. The wall is clean enough. I ought to be able to begin painting.
I heard flowing? That's extraordinary. It had dried up so long ago.
The water started flowing just when I passed in front of it.
Are you sure? It's a magic spring. The last time it furnished water was when Klem, my father, was small.
You told me that you didn't know Klem.
I know. But there's so many young people who want to learn to make the walls come alive. It's the little stone he gave you, and the spring, which convinced me you weren't like the others. I'm going to help you finish the fresco, and I'll take you to see him if we manage to get there.
What do you mean?
First, we have to find a way to cross the river. In fact, we'd better not dawdle, or else we'll be doing it after nightfall. But don't worry about that for the time being. You've got to finish the fresco. No painter has ever been accepted before he proved himself.
I have a feeling I'm missing a tool I need to finish.
That's right. Bring back a reed. I'm going to show you something.
All right. I've finished painting the stag.
Very good. You haven't much left to do and you'll be finished. That'll do perfectly. Go back to the Hall of the Great Stag. I'll meet you there in a minute. Oh, I almost forgot. Could you make a water skin? I lost mine, and they come in handy during a journey. Let me have another minute. I'll be right there. another minute. I'll be right there. Here, it's all ready.
I didn't see you come in. What are you talking about?
About this blow pump. I made it with the reed you picked. You'll need it to finish the fresco. You're making good progress, I see. But there's still something lacking. Look closely. These must be on the tablets.
What kind of ceremonies are carried out in this hall?
Shamanistic rites. When one of us is in danger, or we go off on a long hunt, my father calls up the spirit of the great stag to protect us. But since the painting has worn away, he's not responding as he used to.
If it's so important, why didn't Klem restore the painting?
He hasn't got the time. He wants to finish his new shrine before the others return from the gathering. You'll see. It's an astonishing cavern.
Thanks. But what's the blowpipe for?
To apply pigment on the walls. Excellent! All that's left for you to do is engrave one last symbol. For that matter, it's not even totally erased. Here's your knife.
Thank you.
You've reawakened the spirit of the great stag. You really are gifted. Now, follow me. I'm going to lead you to my father.
I'm following you. Which way now?
We have to find a way to cross the river.
Isn't there another route?
Yes, but it takes several days. This way, we'll be there tonight.
We might be able to try building another bridge. That tree over there might do the job.
It's true that it seems tall enough and solid enough to help us cross. You feel like playing lumberjack?
No problem. Did you sleep well?
Very well, thanks. And as for you, I see you found that dwelling. And a charming companion.
I want to cut down the big tree near the river, but even with the dagger you gave me, I'd never be able to do it. Don't you have something a little more aggressive?
Yes, I do. Try this.
Thanks a lot for your help.
You're welcome, Arok. And good luck for what's to come.
Thanks a lot for your help.
You're welcome, Arok.
I think you've almost got it now. Give one good push. That should do it.
And we're off.
We're almost there. You can find your own way now.
You're not coming?
No, I have to gather some plants before my torch goes out.
Do you need help?
If you find some mint leaves and juniper berries, that'd be perfect. I'll take care of the roots and the flowers. Thank you.
No problem.
Follow the torches. They mark the path to the cave, and they keep the wolves away. There sometimes are wolves around here. You'll pass a first cave on the way, but don't stop there. It's a sacred site.
A shrine? I'd sure like to take a look at it.
Later, maybe. But for now, you'd better just go join the others.
The others? There are several of them?
Yes, my father doesn't work alone. You'll certainly meet Larrick. He's kind of cold and very demanding, but he's not a bad sort, you'll see.
I was at last about to reach the goal of my long journey. The white grotto where I'd find Klem was now only a few steps away.
Hello, young man. What have you come here for? In case you didn't know, this place is a shrine, and you can't just go in like that.
I know. I've come to see Klem. I knew him a long time ago.
How novel. Tell me, how did you manage to get this far?
Tika showed me the way.
I see. She's always full of brilliant ideas, that one. Well, anyway, you can't enter empty-handed. You need to have your materials at least. Put together a palette for yourself, and then we'll talk about it.
Ow! I already have some of that.